do it.
Oh yeah, that is very important actually. Yeah.
I will say they do have 4 melee heroes versus a Razor and a Centaur, which is never the greatest.
Escape to the tier 1 tower, so he's fine. No first blood.
That's the wrong tier 1, Cap.
30 seconds to battle.
Oh yeah. He's on Radiant side. So he's dead. First blood for beastcoast.
Boom. Much like the Wraith has very low base armor, you can trade against a Centaur incredibly effectively, or rather an Omni-Knight, but you cannot do the same against
Chris Luck's going to go for the kill here, but the Fairy Fire may just make the difference as Chris Luck is going to die instead here from one last shot from Ori. He thought he had it. Ori is going to die in return.
Yeah, you lose a couple creeps though, but you'll take that. It's a nice play though from Chris Luck. I like the decision. I think you got to get aggressive against Razor at a point. You don't want to let him just spam Link and slowly out CS you.
Yeah. I think, by the way, I think Centaur Rubik beats Wraith King Coddle.
Yeah, I would agree.
That is a kill lane. Wraith King is very squishy before level 6.
However, this is now a counter tri lane, so you got kill threat on the side of Beast Coast.
This is gonna do. It was a bit surprising me when they picked up Pango because I felt like Hector was countered, and so therefore you wanted a different carry, basically. But it seems like they're still going to rely on Hector to do all the work here, and maybe if he gets an early kill here in this bottom lane, a pick off onto DY, it'll certainly help things out a decent bit.
Coddle gets the last hit, but that's what you expect out of this tri lane. If you find a support isolated, they will die. You just can't do the same to the Lifestealer, so won't be able to stop Eurus, but should be able to keep your game intact. Nice link onto the illusion, however, he's not going to get pursued. Did he just get the clarity popped off? Yeah, he did immediately. He's going to go all the way back to base, it looks like. Really well done here so far by Chris Luck, and a pause comes out.
This patch for Lifestealer, ever since the whole Infest change.
Yeah.
And the Feast change as well, right? Attack speed just leads you to want to build up your damage a bit more to stats. The Razor is going to be able to hit at least the slow onto Stinger with the Centaur Stampede going forward as well. They're going to be able to get on top of K1 Hector. The Razor not being there means the damage is a bit slow, but eventually they'll get it with the open wound, slowing them down. Double kill for Ori, great rotation, and
away from his team for the first 10 to 15 minutes, because you just shred through tier 1s once you get your core items online by, as you said, just split pushing. You're one of the best in Dota. Chris Luck
does manage to get a nice, misses the wall there, but it doesn't matter. Yang is completely surrounded by far too many heroes. Mutts, bottom lane, Hector, whose game is usually all important for Beast Coast, is bottom net worth. Lying himself away here. 40 seconds until the bounty runes spawn, but it looks like they're going to try and take away K1's reincarnation. Easy disengage. Meanwhile, top lane, Chris Luck.
What? Yeah, that's a Pangolier that just died.
But definitely be able to survive through this, if anything.
I love the hero cut. Like the Vici lineup is very similar to Secrets in that they have invite aggression. Their lanes are, look at their lane. Centaur, Razor, Lifestealer. These are not weak laners at all. No. They're going to become incredibly durable as the game continues. And you have late game. So just don't die. Look, at Beast Coast, they're still going to try and find kills. They're going to play incredibly aggressive. Just make sure you don't go down here. Although Yang,
he does manage to TP into the top lane. Yang almost died there, but Chris Luck doesn't commit for the core kill. He gets greedy, tries to go for 2. They're only going to be able to get the Rubik off of this.
He canceled the
pick the same heroes, but this time let's make Hector have the worst game.
Yeah. Oh, Lelis is in trouble. He's been farming his hard camp all game. They know exactly where he is, and the purification's stolen. This is certainly a dead Omni. And
7-5 with Ori dominating ult. Right.
And as soon as you're linked, the fight's over, unless you can break it within a second or 2.
So it sounds like they're still going to have to hit this Radiance timing really hard, win some fights off of that damage over time. And that will be in about 5-6 minutes time. Rolling Thunder, here it comes. They do have that Will-O-Wisp that's going to help them out, but Eurus is going to quickly deal with it with the rage, and it's stolen by PYW. Pops out of his Rolling Thunder to be able to pop it to make sure they grab this Omni Knight and bring him down. Purification is going to last a little bit longer. A Blinding Light, but a Stampede to be able to catch up. Lelis just has nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Stuck in the trees, a big blast. And Rolling Thunder in return. Chris Luck playing inside the wall area, but he's actually going to try and chase Eurus, but he's still out of rage up, so instead he bounces back over the Centaur, knows that this is entirely futile. A 1-for-1 trade up.
This item doesn't really make you fight as much as it helps you accelerate towards your next couple of items, but for now you're completely outmatched because the BKB on Razor already negates the effects of this Radiance, and he's the issue with your hero right now. You got to prevent this link somehow. They want to force staff up ASAP on somebody. And it looks like Yang was there for the turnaround with the blink initiation.
lead for Vici Gaming, but they're looking like they have full control of this game. And Beast Coast, they've been forced to try and make little pick-off moves like this, trying to push in waves. Chris Luck's trying to go for a kill on Kite, this Centaur Razor. Lifestealer actually force house really good this game.
Oh, they see the mass DP coming. You got to get the hell out of here, Beast Coast.
Chris Luck, he does have his Rolling Thunder. He's going to try and get it off now, but the telekinesis is going to stop him in time. And the counter Rolling Thunder from PYW looks to be able to catch somebody else as well. Stinger, beep, beep, bumps into him. Mega kill for Ori.
Another great steal as well with the blinding light.
Full control of the outposts.
He's going to be able to
chase out some heroes. He does use the shield crash. Eurus, he has rage, but at the same time, maybe they can still catch him here with the bash. Eurus is not attempting to TP. DY is going to join this fight with a chain frost, and Ori, well, here comes the backup. Ori, with his BKB, can certainly deal with K1 Hector pretty easily. They're going to drain away his damage and force out that reincarnation on the side. What a big initiation from Yang. Catches the real damage dealer, kills himself on the retaliate. Chris Luck, you got to be aware of that damage being dealt back on the swashbuckle, my friend. Yang actually getting ripped apart here. Ori and Yang both being down means that Eurus doesn't really have quite enough damage to be able to deal out with this Omni Knight. Hector's just going for him, man. Ultra kill for him. They don't have a way to be able to get Eurus out of here as he is stuck with no creeps to infest into.
Step out of position. You want a better setup to a fight from Vici. You want the immediate initiation to involve a stun on a support, preferably the Coddle, and a link on the Wraith King.
Okay, they're going to find Schofield here. Free easy kill with the use of the Stampede. And Vici Gaming.
Silver Edge already on the Wraith King, so he will be able to remove the Feast and the Retaliate from the Centaur, but oh, hang on, or just kill DY.
Yeah, quickly try and kill him, but the stomp from Yang does intercede. There's going to be Chris Luck trying to slow down some of these other heroes with this Rolling Thunder. Managed to hit the Rubik by the right-hand side. They're sticking to K1 Hector like glue. Going to make sure they can bring him down nice and fast. Last time they did this, though, he came back and killed everybody on his second life, but Chris Luck managed to make his entrance with good bash on Eurus leading into the sun. Then, sure enough, a crit from K1 Hector immediately. Ori is going to be able to TP out, and Yang, well, he's being burned by the Radiance, so he's not going to be able to have the same kind of retreat that Ori did. He's going to get caught, and...
Did Beast Coast just win?
I guess so.
I've seen this story before. This kind of want him to die, and you got to get somebody else, but that Pango is just so mobile. However, he's in trouble now.
Oh, Chris Luck just saw his life flash before his very eyes.
Is that who's got a refresher?
Stop, and yeah, that is a refresher.
Man, it's just felt anti-fun. Now next, we just need to remove techies from the game entirely.
I think Toby would have a word with you about that one. They're going to find Hector very alone. There is only the outpost to be able to rotate to. Actually, that's controlled up by the Radiant as well. They have to go to tier 2s. This is going to be a long, long run from Beast Coast to try and bail out Hector in his positioning. And they're just going to keep him controlled up here. But here comes Chris Luck. They also have the Will-O-Wisp out. There is going to be the Chain Frost to be able to slow him down a little bit. Stampede, hoping to be able to catch up. Ori staying on top of Hector. Do they have the vision, though? They don't have the vision. Oh, there it goes. They see him for a moment here. Yang is going to be able to follow up with a stun. And they do finally bring down the big carry of Beast Coast. Can Chris Luck and Lelis manage to bring this back, though? They've already taken down the Lich. They might just be able to go for Ori as well, but Ori with a Frost Shield, he's very tanky, especially with Infested Lifestealer. Why'd you think that you could go for that? Get out, Beast Coast! Lelis, as well as Chris Luck, their eyes...
Without having to think about it, the better decisions you can make within the game. It's why typically players like Miracle, who played arguably the most Dota, are the best players.
Well, thank you coming into Kyle's TED Talk about why he was wrong, as we're going to turn back into the game where Yang is going to get picked off. Loses the gem, too. Uh-oh.
Yeah. Abyssal, dude. These are going to start bodying kids. And look at this, just the preemptive Lotus Orb as they move forwards. Oh, no, DY. That was a stutter step you didn't want to do.
Caught by the avalanche. Chain stunned. And brought down.
They've got the creep wave up
no
here,
buybacks
too.
for either. They are a team that will take advantage of this. They are not going to be skittish. They're down to push high ground. They're not afraid of you, Vici Gaming. They're going to try and force some buybacks, and when they don't see those buybacks, you're going to use the static link as well. Chris Luck sees an opportunity to pounce. He's going to jump right onto Ori. They try and follow that up. There's going to be the blinding light. They also invest inside of Ori to make him a lot tankier, so he can turn and fight for the time being. Bash up. Now Eurus pops back out, trying to go for K1 Hector. They take away the Aegis of Ori, but he's going to come back in 2 seconds' time. Save to K1 Hector, though. Reincarnation for reincarnation. But now time for round 2. K1 Hector going to be saved by the Lotus Orb. Open wounds. He just doesn't really care about it. He's just going to go for this tier 3. Are they going to back up now? Abyssal Blade trying to jump on him, but Chris Luck jump further in. They do have the Guardian Angel to help him out. He goes for the swashbuckle, almost enough to be able to bring down Ori. K1 Hector, one swing, he needs it, but he can't get it. The swashbuckle's not enough either. Saved by the mech coming out. Oh, a bash, well timed. Can he get another one? Chris Luck? Nope, he does manage to get his Rolling Thunder off. Is there an Abyssal Blade or anything? Oh, a dive for PYW. A 3-man roll-in, controlling up the Tiny entirely. Schofield's stuck, but a 4-step through. He doesn't die. He had 2 seconds left on his reincarnation.
Find kills, or at least force Vici back sooner. Now it's flipped. No buyback on the Wraith King, and it's Vici's turn to push up the high ground, although there is a barricade active.
Tossed up in the air. Chris Luck. He's able to get back there. Barricade is going to do so much with a toss on Ori. He's going to be forced to use his BKB here, and I don't think they're going to get a kill out of it. Certainly not with the Force Staffs helping him get away. Vici Gaming realizing this fight is a disaster. They're not able to take advantage of this 30-second cooldown on the Wraith King. Yang, okay, maybe they can't go back in. Jumping onto Chris Luck, who's already at half health, but he's made so take it. Oh, PYW! He rolled into the Pangolier, controlled him up for a little bit. Chris Luck, he needs to be able to swashbuckle out of here, but he just doesn't have it up in time. He's dead for 80 seconds. They chose to fight 4 versus 5, thought they could hold, but now they're just going to be left in another 4 versus 5, even as Hector comes back in 8 seconds' time. This is Vici Gaming. Taking at least... Well, maybe not. They're actually going to give respect to Hector here, despite the 4 versus 5.
I don't mind that choice. You're going to go kill the Shrine. You're feeling confident. They definitely...
But then they can give Ori 1,200 HP. Yes.
Oh, I thought it summoned a genie. I didn't realize it was just like a mini Atlas. Oh, well.
Yeah, it's a crappy one. Oh, jumped in on a Stinger. He's completely out of position. Can't be safe, though. The Force Zap Purification. Oh, we tried to get a flicker away, but instead he went down the cliff instead of up where he wanted to fly away. Chris Luck, he cancels that to try and go back to his base. Hector continues to fight, though, with his BKB. But now with the static link, oh, no. Lelis, he gets caught. He's going to buy back here. How did they just get so many heroes picked off? K1 Hector was in the front line, and then all of a sudden, the rest of Beast Coast somehow get initiated on by Vici Gaming. They're going to be forcing the multiple buybacks here, and Vici Gaming, they're not going to slow down either. Those buybacks don't scare them.
That's beautiful initiation. That's the Abyssal Blade against these weak supports like Coddle. You jump in with no buyback. There's no ultimates. That's the main target. Now Beast Coast have no team fight.
Hector's going to find his damage drain once again and losing his reincarnation, but maybe with some sort of toss back or some sort of jump onto Ori. But there's that infest, immediately making him so tanky. He goes back to almost full HP. They do manage to get off the Guardian Angel. How about Hector here? They need to be able to get as many Force Staffs and defensive Heavenly Graces as possible. A jump in from Yang does manage to get the stun onto Leland. That's going to be a dieback for him as he won't be able to save himself. Hector gets back to a toss back on the Eurus, but they have no stuns to actually keep him inside of the fountain. He had the Halberd for the evasion anyway. That's 3 heroes dead on the side of Beast Coast. A buyback is available for the Tiny. I think he's hoping that somebody will lure them towards the fountain so he can buy back and get a toss. Chris Luck rolling forward, stunning some heroes, but where's the damage? Hector going for the back line, trying to catch up to that Lich. Immediately telekinesis up, though, and stalled up. That's going to be reincarnation. He's life number 1. Chris Luck, though, can't really do a damn thing. Swashbuckle's not going to be activated in time. He's stunned for too long, and Hector left alone against the world. Not even Schofield is near him as he's going to be running down lanes. Can't even kill a Lich because of the infest HP. Schofield trying to just cut creep waves, but in the end, the fountain is completely exposed to Vici Gaming. GG, game 1 goes to Vici Gaming as Kyle tries to kill the couch.
Whoops. Well,
you goober.
That was an interesting game. Beast Coast.
Yeah, why not? Strategy talks.
I do think if you do play like the 5 Doom, which I'm leaning towards now, you need to get that Frost.
There's an Oracle last pick, and I'm not sure. I know Stinger, it's one of his favorite heroes. I just don't know how much I believe in it.
Yeah. Offensively, it's quite nice here. We'll see whether or not defensively it's going to be able to save. enough heroes in lane. They're going to be matched up against the Ember Spirit, so easy Flame Guard burns as well as the Lich.
Actually, that's a very good point. You know, we think about Lich out there.
The sneaky Schofield play. What a beautiful block. That's going to be first blood for Stinger. Maybe a little damage on Eurus on the way out.
We talk a lot about how Lich Ember is this like unbelievably strong and counterable lane, but yeah, you could purge off both shields with a single Q. So definitely he has to go for another salve, another mango, which means that while he'll be able to maintain CS for now, he's not actually going to create any sort of lasting strength in the lane.
Right.
Very rough. Nice last
that would have been such a beautiful devour if K1 could have gotten it. Instead, the Satyr dies, and Vici Gaming pursuing for the kill. That last blast from the Winter Wyvern is just enough. DY secures it with his last hit. Stinger is probably going to be traded out here as well.
I like that.
Kills.
Eurus SAP.
A little bit surprised he doesn't try and farm the neutrals at the same time.
He doesn't have enough flame guard damage until level 5.
Okay. Not even the
Ori?
easy camp. Ori, he's stuck. He's going to be
Chris
maybe
Luck?
brought down by Chris Luck, but Chris Luck doesn't have another raise to throw.
3 mana short.
PYW shows up in time.
Due to the total lack of stat items on the Shadow Fiend, he's relying on the mangoes, and unfortunately, he was all out.
So again, maybe that comes back to that first wave of CS, first 2 waves.
Dude, with mid-wave, especially in the one-on-ones, it almost always comes down to the first wave or 2. Because as soon as you win the first wave, that means your regen's coming out first, which means you're going to apply more pressure, which means you get more CS, etc., ad infinitum.
Can they save Stinger? Manage to get him a heal, but the last nuke, and eventually they're just going to find him in the jungle, bring him down. So they are losing all 3 lanes. Over to the Centaurs. PYW is going to try and take some of them here. Does take at least a small one, does a little bit of harassment damage, but he's got to be careful. He can fly, but so can the Bat Rider. K1 at bottom lane, they're going to try and catch DY here with the Fisher to be able to block him off, but they are running out of damage because Hector's been forced back until he gets a bit of a save from Stinger, approaches the Lich again, but the slow makes him a bit scared that Eurus is going to be able to chase him down. Eurus with the 3 levels of
farming so much, especially when you get the Radiance up, but from behind, different story.
DY done. DY taking a lot of Scorched Earth damage, but the heal is also going off from the Purifying Flames, and that counteracts the damage over time from the Doom. If Stinger had maybe held on to that a little bit longer, he could have gotten the kill. Layla's going to be chased down by Yang, once again punishing the offlaner.
More involved, and mobility does seem to be the name of the game thus far in the tournament. So
slow down. Chris Luck does have the illusion. It's a great way to counteract the Q of the Arc Warden. But Layla still hasn't found a solution to Yang with those phase boots and soon to be drums.
I'm not sure there is a solution.
I mean, can they? I don't know, because you can't swap.
It's the downside of tri-laning is that you look at the levels, it's 5 on the Doom, 3 and 4 on the supports, and there's just have no game. Yang has no ultimate, but he will elude that 3rd nuke and should be fine now.
Trying to hit him with the Enchant Totem, which would have gotten the stun off and maybe led into the Fisher, but DY stops him with a Sinister Gaze. He's going to turn around and Fisher DY instead with Layla's. With the Boots of Travel, will help you be able to run down one hero, Yang. 2-7, 2,000 net worth lead for Vici Gaming. Once again, have a great laning phase, and once again, K1 Hector under assault, early standing with the tornado.
Man, not really offer much team fighting, and I'm sure you could save someone. The SF gets going on as an example, but there's no one that's really that turret of damage.
Oh, that would have been a really good kill if they could have gotten him, but Lilis is here by himself. It's actually Vici Gaming, or here in mass, 3 heroes to be able to bring him down. At the same time, PYW does get caught at top, and maybe that can allow Beastcoast to take that top lane tower. Yes, he really wanted that going, huh?
I think he was shopping at the time. I gotta imagine he did not,
I thought Chris Luck was gonna make a heck.
Oh no, Lois, you're shopping too.
He did. Oh, he's not gonna be picked. This is our Arc Warden's build, by the way. He did not go greedy at all. No Midas and no Boots of Travel and no hope to survive through that combo.
Both bottom and mid pushing into the tier 2.
But yeah, I mean, this is literally Hector to a T. It's just, you're not going to level Doom because you're not going to fight.
Yeah.
You're only farming, baby. You got to max out Devour and Scorched Earth. That way you can farm neutrals faster.
Oh, Chris Luck's in some big trouble here.
Yeah, they could winner's curse him to slow him down if they want to, but instead they're going to turn it over to Stinger. They're going to play on this high ground before they overcommit. Stinger trying to deal with the ward. Looks like it was tempted to deny by the Lich. Stinger, run away. He does still have his ultimate. He's going to have to pop it before he gets silenced here, but Yang is just going to stick on top of him, and he has no way to prevent the magic damage either. With Fate's hitting still on cooldown, but the Winter Wyvern getting picked up into the ultimate of the SF. Can they still win this fight? Yang, they certainly can't go for him. Chris Luck managed to dodge that jump in remnant from Eurus and blinks himself away.
Wow.
He gets out, nicely played. The two supports out dying. Schofield, he's going to get return kill to Sinner's Gate, pulls him back into Yang quite easily, and Eurus, well, he's actually out of remnants.
Oh, the man fight.
Yang, Jesus. He thinks he can take Hector in a man fight, and I think he's right. But he can't take both of them. He can't take three heroes. He's got to get out of here. He's going to try and go for Chris Luck because he knows he's committed. He actually gets the kill. Chris Luck, what? You got three heroes, dog. Just kite him around.
Yeah, you do. I mean, if you get the second point, you might as well max it.
I guess so.
Dude sucks.
Okay. Well, they got a Vlad, they got a Roshan, Aegis for Eurus with the double damage. He's going to be diving into these heroes. No false promise or nothing to be able to save this Oracle, sadly. So he's going to be dying. Oh, Fisher block. That buys a little bit of time. K1 Hector pulled back by the Sinister Gaze. He's got to get out, but the Chain Frost is going to do so much damage underneath the creep wave. Picked up the Radiance and died immediately. Vici Gaming not going to be able to take the tier 3 this early. We're going to be backing up to try and get the 20-minute bounty runes. DY saved for a moment. Lelis has to recommit. Does manage to pick up the bounty rune on his way in. Winter's Curse, but there's no follow-up. But PYW hits like a truck. He's got a maelstrom. Wow. What?
That I'm talking about. Fortunately, there's 3 enemy heroes all in top place in net worth, and the smoke's gonna pop.
I tried to go for an Echo Slam jump, but instead is only gonna be found by the Tempest double. Eurus, oh, okay, they do manage to get the Yules into the SF ultimate. Triple raise on out, or he's still alive. He turns around and kills both of them.
Oh, look, if he got the dunk off, that almost certainly would have been a kill, but unfortunately.
Stinger, he's probably gonna get caught here as well. He does have his ultimate, but it's a long way back to base. And if he does use it, it just means he's going to have it off cooldown for a long time. I don't think you're going to survive. We'll see. Maybe Lelis can bump them off of Stinger's ass, but he's just not going to heal enough. He's stuck.
That's the tower.
That is indeed going to be at least a tower. Vici Gaming, they just keep going after all. They've got plenty of room to maneuver. They've got the Doom silenced up. Eurus taking a lot of damage, but if they can actually finish off the Doom, it'll be well worth it for an Aegis. Winter's Curse on the side. Locked down. Can they actually bring down this Bat Rider? They'll be able to get the silence to the slowdown. The 2 slows onto the Bat Rider. Make short work of it. Oh, Schofield! The 3-man Echo Slam. He's going to be able to jump in, but it's just not quite enough damage. Chris Luck needs to be able to hit some races, but DY, look into my eyes. He pulls him back in, does manage to get the kill, but he'll Scepter onto himself. The Spark Ray instantly gets that kill. The Oracle is still alive somehow throughout all of this, but eventually he's going to be dying. Mass buybacks coming out from Beast Coast. Yang gets him with the Mistcoil. Jump back in. Chris Luck, 1, 2, 3, but 2 swing and misses there. They just die back to back to back as Chris Luck and the rest of the boys are out of buybacks now. The mid lane of Barracks is going to fall, and Vici Gaming, they go for 2. They go for tier 4s. I don't know, because they've got 60 seconds until Chris Luck is alive again.
Ori wasn't even there for the first 20 seconds of the fight, shows up, immediately claims an ultra kill. Like, there's just no way to fight. You can see Beast Coast, that's a great initiation from Schofield. Chris Luck didn't have the ability to get the ulti off, but there's just too much. There's too tanky, and there's too much threat. Beast Coast have no real way of engaging, and again, their team fight's just not there.
Eurus saying, sit the hell down, Beast Coast. I want to end this game right now. Picks up a Desolator. Helps their pushing power a little bit more. 30 seconds till Chris Luck is back up. But Beast Coast can't even approach, man. Hector, he's completely neutered. He cannot step to 1 Arc Ward, let alone 2. It's Vici Gaming.
Okay.
Affirmative.
It's not looking good, Cap.
No, I would say that is some expert analysis. A 19K gold lead for Vici Gaming. 2 lanes of Barracks up by 23 minutes.
And I know it's worked in the past, but I'm not sure.
Okay, jump in, Schofield, 2-man stun with the Enchanted and Winter's Curse to be able to reset onto the Doom. And Vici Gaming, just look at the swarm of heroes on top of them. That's going to be 3 dead almost instantly from Beast Coast. Only the Doom survives for a while because of Stinger's help. But Stinger, he says this game is indeed over. GG is the call.
I know he's good at it, but I'm not sure you can just pick strength heroes, put them in the safe lane, and buy Phase Boots, Glove of Face Radiance. I think there might need to be